Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Returning it, Johnson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Come on, man, let's go! They'll start by running the option to right. He'll have a first down past the 40. He goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
20.
There's Newton. Open man is covered Boone. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, we blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Another carry for Michelle on second down. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Throwing is Newton. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long run, and he can't connect. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Not much there, only a yard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From midfield, here's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Evans, once again, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, but led to a really nice game.
And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. Brady. Touchdown. It's Tyler Johnson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. Looking into the lane, drops and he muffs it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Out of the gun, Newton. This complete left side. And so they're into the over. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Gave him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go.
A play fake to Michel, now Newton. And a dump off to White. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
From the red zone now, Newton. Well, it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd and inches, Newton being chased out left. A gritty play there, put his nose down and got his guys a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations that's really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And then get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights on.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing on second and long. Newton, Hunter Henry brings it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on this stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Off play action. Newton rolling to his right. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and 2.
Switch up, switch up. Come on, let's go. Check 31, check 31.
Give to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Brady now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been...
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Newton to his tight end Smith. First down, Patriots. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
45 to 9.
Running out of the gun with White. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long.
45, Mike, 45.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check, 45 to Mike. Hey, get.
Here's Newton. That's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. James White, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, short kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Brady now on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's a start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there at 22. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Again, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin again. He's got him once more. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Newton now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
This time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by Myers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Wait. Mike 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Finding Bourne here over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And he spent 4 years with San Francisco before coming over to New England. Had a career-high 49 catches in 2020. I think that Cam Newton's going to love his route running.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Michelle, they toss it out right to him. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and it kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end is going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Newton. This is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Well, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
On second down, it's Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
First hook up with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the ejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
45.
A give. This is Michelle. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Newton. He's got Smith here. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Newton, that's complete into the hands of Myers. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing is Newton. This is Smith with a grab. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Newton. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 6. Now Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. The check down here to Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Give him 2 on the play there. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. From the gun, it's Brady. Evans has got the first down and then some. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Brady's throw there complete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Brady to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tough game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Johnson now returning. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On first down, Newton. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it's going to be second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
New England on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be third and a mile. Open man is Myers. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Buccaneers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Succo. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Play action. It's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Connecting with Michelle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another.